Hello, welcome to my new channel, Virtual Nerd. My name is Rami Saarikorpi, and today I want to talk to you about Gaussian Splatting and how to use the Gaussian Splat 3D models in 3DVista program and use the program to build a virtual tour or digital twin and publish it in the web server. But before we go into the computer and I will start to show you all the things that this program has, I have to show you a few things that I have used to gather up all the data that I'm going to show you. So the first one is called Magic Wand, and this is originally made by Olli Huttunen. Olli is very highly specialized in Gaussian splatting technique, and he has a lot of videos about this topic. I will put all this information down into the description so you can find Olli's channel and check out what he has done. But Olli has done this rig. I think it's first in the world, I believe, and Olli is using Insta360 X5 cameras. And in here I'm using the DJI 360 cameras. I'm not sure if it shows there. Focus, please. Yeah. So I have 3 of these in this one. And then there's 2 selfie sticks. So you can extend it. And when you are moving inside or outside, you will just travel with it like this and extend the balls, and you will get data from very near on the ground or high up there. And in this system, as in Olli's system, there's possibility to start and stop the recording by saying start recording or stop recording, or you can use this kind of twist motion. But that's very unreliable, so that's why I had to buy the Insta remote controller in here. This is very reliable. I have tested a lot and it works perfectly. And in this one you can connect 15 different cameras, so I could build a lot more bigger rig or something like that. But yeah, this is the one that I use to gather up the data. And then there is another one. This is very new device. This is actually a world's first Gaussian splatting device, or the device that has been made only for gathering or building Gaussian splats. It's called Extractor, the manufacturer, and you can see there is a lidar thing up here, and then there is 4 cameras around the camera or the device. But I will do a separate video about this and tell you how it works and what's good and what's bad and things like that. And at this point I want to point out that this is not a sponsored video. So everything I'm going to show you here, the gizmos, the programs, or my opinions, they are all my own, not the paid ones. So that's it. Let's jump to the computer and I will show you how to do these things. Few more things before we open the 3DVista software. When you have gathered all the data using your phone, drone, DSLR camera or any other camera device, you would have to train the Gaussian splatting. And there is a few options to do it. There's many of cloud-based kind of softwares that will build you the Gaussian splatting. But the problem with this kind of solution is that you would have to upload all your data. So you will lose the control of your data. You can't be 100% sure where it's going. So in this problem, I'm solving it with using this local-based program called Postshot. So I don't have to upload anything anywhere. So I will keep my data myself. But if you are using, for example, Magic Wand type rig that Olli and I are using, then there is one more workflow. The images need to be extracted from the video and distortions must be corrected. For this purpose, Olli again has created a great solution. He created this Blender plugin called 360 Extractor tool. It allows you to easily process materials from 1 or even 10 360 panoramic cameras. So there is a link in a description for Olli's explanation about how this blender plugin works. And since Olli has made already several videos about editing and how to do Gaussian splatting, there is also links to Olli's multiple other videos that will be very helpful for you. Okay, so finally we will get to open the 3DVista. So I will click it open here at my programs, and this is the first thing you will see when you open it. There's recent projects. Okay, this window will be empty when you open it, of course, because you wouldn't have anything there. And at the right side you can see the latest news, and at the moment it's advertising something there. And here you will start a new project. So that's what we'll do. And then we would have to select a skin type. But since there is a lot of pre-made skins here, so you can select something that would possibly be something you like or suitable for your project. But I will just take the basic empty one, so we can add the elements later if we want to. So let's open that one. And then it's asking us to add media in here. So the 3DVista is originally made for publishing 360 panoramic images, and since then it has added more options. You can import normal videos, you can import also 360 panoramic videos, 3D models, or add or make photo albums, and lastly the Gaussian splatting. And this option has been here since start of 2025, so it's pretty new one. When you select that one, there is also 3 other options. So the flyover would be very good, for example, if you have take some footage with your drone and build a Gaussian splatting out of that. So it's for the bigger areas. Then the orbital mode is for example, here the car is very good example, or if you have statue or something big that you have been circling around and build a Gaussian splatting from that. So it's kind of orbital thing. And the first person, this is for the interior, so it will look like you are walking inside there. So at this point we will choose the flyover, because I know one of our example is kind of flyover, and I know it's that one. So you will just have to find it at your computer and open it. And that was fast. Now it's imported in the project. But we will need 2 Gaussian splattings, so I can show you how to make these hotspots, where you click one hotspot and you will move to another area. So I will quickly add that one. I will take it as a first person view, and I will take cafeteria in this place. There we go. Okay, now we have 2 splats here. So let's open the outside area first. Now it will load for some time, and as we can see, we are in a very weird position here. We can move up. We are outside. The reflections are nice in the pound there. And let's say I want to keep kind of this angle as our normal incoming angle. So this would be the first thing the people will see when they come into this section. And here you can see we were in the settings panel, open the camera panel, set as an initial point. So now the preview knows that this is the point where this Gaussian splat should be opened. And then we will check the other one, the cafeteria. I know it's not going to open where we want it, so we will have to fix the point where it opens. It's a little bit bigger Gaussian splatting, so that's why it opens a little bit longer time. And now it's open, and as you can see, it doesn't look very good at the moment. I know we are kind of underground here, and if we try to move up into the model, it will stop. There is this collision map activated. We can take this collision detection off and then move up like that, and then we will put it back on. So now the people, when they are exploring this cafeteria area, they can't go through walls or can't go through ceiling or through walls. So they will kind of stay in this area. And as you can see, this is pretty accurate 3D model. These are pretty decent textures in it. But I will want to set kind of, here's the outside door, here's where you get in. So I will kind of want, let's see, like that. This would be a good point to show for the people when they come here in the first time. So we will set that as an initial point, like that. Okay, and the whole show starts with this first one here. So I will open that again. And as you can see, when it opens, it will open it at this point, which we set to be the first point. And now the interesting part, we would like to make a hotspot. When you click it, you will then move to the cafeteria. So I want it to be somewhere down here on that road, because that's the way where you would have to walk if you want to go to the cafeteria. So let's move there. Oh, like that. Let's go down a little. Let's turn the angle like that. And now we can add a hotspot here. And adding the hotspot, we would have to change to the hotspot section here. And it's empty. Let's add something like that. This one is a PNG file. I want to put that one there. There's like multiple options here. You can choose whatever. There are kind of animated hotspots and stuff like that. But I will use that one like that. And then I would have to press it somewhere here, like so. And it will add it here. And there it is. It's kind of small at the moment, and the opacity is 0.06 valued. So we can change that. Now it's like 100% visible, and now it wouldn't be like at all. But let's make it like that, and we can move it in a 3D space here, and we can scale it up as large as we want, and we can check it out where it's going to be when we rotate the picture. And now we can see that it's very deep into the forest there, or under the trees. So when we go up, you can see it's kind of on to the trees. But now let's check always visible. Let's check this one off. Because this is 3D space, the show will know that it wouldn't be possible to see the hotspot through the trees if it's under there. So now it's hidden. So that's what we want to do now. Let's take it a little bit here. So it's more here, so it's easier to spot when you open the Gaussian splatting. A little bit to the left there. Okay, let's say that we are happy now for it. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And now we would have to add an action to open this cafeteria area. And I will put here is the actions, add click, and then the panel will open, and there is a lot of actions and stuff what you can do with this. I'm going to do another video of the 360 panoramic kind of digital twins and how to build them, and what are the options that we would have to use many other options here. But this is just for the Gaussian splatting and how to kind of add the Gaussian splat holes here and how to move between them. Okay, but now we are in there. We will choose the 3D model, open 3D model, and then we would have to choose which one. So it's the cafeteria, let's say that, and select and done. Now it's done. So when we click that hotspot, it will open the cafeteria area. Now we would have to check if it's really working, and we would like to see how this whole tour will look when it's opened. And this is what I like in this program. You don't have to build the set ready. You can just click it here as a preview, and it will kind of build this whole thing for you and open in a browser. And that won't take long because there is only 2 shows. And now it's opened. I will move it here. Okay. And now we can move here as we like. We can see the hotspot there. It's not saying anything. We can add a text there. When you hover on it, it would say, for example, cafeteria or whatever. But let's click it, and you can see there is a small loading bar, and now we are in the cafeteria. And it opens at the place that we selected. We would like that. And if we want to go back outside, we would have to make another hotspot. And I think the place to make it would be somewhere on this door here. So let's click this one off, open the other one. And then when it opens, we will move. Yeah, let's move by the door. And since this is Gaussian splatting, the kind of, I haven't been here in the terrace at that other side of the door. But since it's Gaussian splat, it can see through the glasses. You can move through the glasses here. So when we add the hotspot, we would have to make sure that it's not behind the glass there. So let's try to do it. Add a hotspot, select this one and click it, for example, here, and let's see what it does. Yeah, it's there, but it's kind of small. Let's make it bigger and more visible. And now we can check if it's really in here. It is in here, in this space, and we can kind of still move it where we like to. Let's see. Now it's not taking the arrows now correctly. Okay, now we got it. Now it's in this side. And then again, we would have to make the action. When we click it, it will go to the outside area. So let's add it, add action, select 3D model, change this model to the outside model, and that's it. And now if we want to put an, for example, kind of tooltip, when we go on there, it would say like outside or whatever. Let's put out there, and now when we preview it, okay, it's open like that. And let's go to the cafeteria first, like this, and now we can see the hotspot there. And when we move on it, you can see the out text comes there. So this is very kind of easy program to use, and it's kind of intuitive controls, and it's graphical interface. So this is very, very easy to operate with. And there is a lot of different kind of possibilities to build in this system. But as I mentioned earlier, I will build another kind of tour with this, and which has like multiple 360 panoramic images or videos and stuff like that. And then I will show all the other possibilities that you have with this program. Okay, let's think, or let's say it's ready now. So now it's time to publish this whole thing. So right down here at the right side is a publish button. We click that. And now here is an option. There you can add an favicon icon if you like to. In that you will kind of change the destination where it will build all the HTML and Java sets and things that it will use to play in a browser. So this is going to play when we have this web and mobile option selected here, it will play in any browser easily. And it will work in mobiles and in normal computers and tablets and so on. So you don't have to worry about that. But there's also other options. For example, the standalone player. This is pretty handy. If you're going for the, you have your computer and you would have to show your massive big tour for someone, for example, and you don't have an option to use internet or something like that. So this would be a good one. So you will just push this one and it will create a package for you, and then you can download it in any computer and it will play there offline. Also, the 3DVista has their own app option, so you can build it as an app. And then the 3DVista is also having this hosting server or service where you can upload this tour straight into their cloud, and then you will get a link where you can share it to your customers, for example. And then there is the Google Street option, but obviously in the Gaussian splats it's not working, at least not yet. But if you have like multiple 360 panoramic images and you have created a tour, for example city or some kind of restaurants or hotels or something like that, you can publish it in a Google Street View straight from here. So this is very, very handy. Okay, so when I would push the publish, it will build me the whole thing as a ready package, and after that I would have to upload it to my web server. So that's it. It's very, very simple. I will show you one more thing in this here in a project tab. There, if you click there for the project name, this is called the one it's showing in a browser, address settings. And then there's also an option, you can put these Google Analytics or other IDs here. So if you want to follow how many people are opening your tour, this is where you put your kind of analytics code, so it will work. Yeah, but as you can see, there's a lot of things to what you can do with this. But this is just a preview about 360. Oh, sorry, the Gaussian splatting option and how to publish it with the 3DVista. So I hope this was somehow valuable to you and you got some new hints or how to use your Gaussian splattings. And this is one option. So that's it for now, and we will see you again in the next video. Bye bye.